And I like the Hanwha Life composition quite a lot. I think you have two great damage threats in the Ezreal and the Azir. And you reach the later stage of the game, which thus far every single game has gone at least 30 minutes plus. Neither team seemingly able to get big decisive leads early on. And you also have a lot of tools. Heimerdinger and Azir both I think are really good into the very short range composition that Live Sandbox has. The only exception that, of course,
LPL and LCK kind of fight for the best Ezreals, as Clozer going to get the flash out of Zeka very quickly. Zeka just...
Outside camps are up. He's going to go in here on top of Clid.
Yeah, he's just trying to walk it out here. Does, yeah, just going to fall down.
Kingen and Life has kind of been, you know, sometimes they've been more visible, sometimes less. But yeah, to be fair, I think if he does flash there, then Wheeler also flashes and he dies no matter what.
But also, like, Arctic assaulting into the Wukong instead of using that to potentially escape as well, which was
yeah,
to continue the onslaught. As Controller goes in, Zeka gets the bad news, however, shifts sand.
Again, this is a pretty important lane state here for Zeka, and he knows. He has an inkling.
Ooh, Conquering Sad's going to come through there as he does try and put up another Sand Soldier. Clozer does have the Emperor's Divide available, didn't even need to use it, as that is going to be the second kill for Live Sandbox. Picked up the Cyclone to lock anything down as we hop into this replay here, and Zeka, no flash and no Conquering Sands as well, gets interrupted on his way through while he's trying to shift his way back, and so he's just definitely dead.
Worst part there is that
even definitely does.
Birdle does have flash, but there is a very easy dive available. Of course, this is Renekton with flash up as well.
Well, there is no ulti available for Clid. Let's see whether they can lock this one down. He does manage to get the stun. Hop timing is good for the buffering. Winter's Wrath comes in as now Kingen's in trouble. One more would have been enough, but Birdle's not going to bite off more than he can chew, and that's a failed dive for Hanwha Life.
I have good vision, so I think they can afford to as well. Clozer!
He lands the chains. There's the Emperor's Divide. Zeka being thrown around, has his own ulti though, and gets rid of Willa right as he's using that Warrior Trickster. Really nice esports fans, as Kyle needs to be careful. That is a Glacial Prison forcing a flash. Very nicely done from Clid. It looks like Hanwha wanting to get this Drake off the Rift as quickly as possible.
I've seen this one stolen before.
Yeah, Clozer and Will are making their way in. The Drake is going to go down, but can they actually keep themselves alive is the question, as Kyle going to be missed by the True Shot Barrage, but he is still going to go down. Karma's going to be taken, Willer as well, not tanky at all, and Viper can just chase. Takes down the Wukong and allows the rest of them to live.
Same, because even though Envy was able to force back, wasn't quite enough. Ooh, Viper might be in trouble here.
He could, has to flash actually, get out of the way of Envy. So looking forward to seeing who's going to be able to make their mark first. Is now Life going to get a Chain of Corruption thrown towards him, but just not exactly at the right angle, as Willa looks for his way in, doesn't quite get there.
You shouldn't put me in that list. I'm not going to respond.
Well, Zeka, he just doesn't like his Sand Soldier's going to give a bit of a thumbs up there, as Birdle is going to throw an ultimate.
Maybe now. Zeka can be the difference maker.
Exactly. Emperor's being divided all over the place. They do manage to get the flash out of Zeka. They'll take that as, okay, Envy picks himself up a Glacial Prison. That is not what he wants. True Shot Barrage goes wide though, and Clid tanking up the turret for a little while longer. Doesn't want to stay there for too long, as now Will is going to turn up. Cyclone just finds no joy at all. And Viper now taking things into his own hands. Actually hits every ability.
Feeling the Vipering. It's Vipering or Closering. Those are the two options. He's going to walk in.
Yeah, Kingen does find himself the Ravenous Predator. Ruthless Predator, sorry. But yeah. Willa's going to come on over. It's going to be a 50-50.
I don't like this.
If this does happen, they do find him as Birdle finds a massive ult into the backline. He might die as Emperor's Divide's massive. Clid gets the smite. Silas takes him down though, and now Hanwha Life Esports have to run away. But it looks like the heist was a success.
Nicely. Just in and out, going for skill shots as Live.
Oh yeah, there it is. Big ol' altered grenade to come through there. True Shot Barrage collected here by Clozer. And possibly throw that one through. Chains of Corruption does connect.
Clid and King, and that's good enough as is.
Alright, well, we've got double dominance being popped here as Life is going to stun up Clozer.
Oh, are we going to
somewhat related to that is, okay, Envy, gonna get missed. Envy, it's your turn. Can you land? Chains of Corruption to start this one off. As
Go in!
For the flank, gets into that backline, steals Emperor's Divide, throws them all back in! Immediately, the Heimerdinger has been taken down as Viper is still alive. He's going to be a big difference maker, but not if he has no front line to stand behind.
See, I think someone inexperienced. I would have loved if they had just sent 4 people to Baron, and then maybe a single person to Drake, right? Where you can still threaten it or at least make sure the Humble doesn't get it. Because this play is beautiful, and I don't know if you're going to get another opportunity like this, right? Like, Clozer is an incredible Azir, and we're seeing a comfy version right here. The 2 Azir walls basically block up everything, so very nicely second to fight to make sure that the Renekton is dealt. A Drake.
Yeah.
That's not enough.
However, they now have all their ultimates back available once again.
Oh, Zeka!
Fighting Zeka, yeah, he thought he might have had some sort of flank angle, but he's just dead. Will is going to lock down that kill, and now 4 versus 5. This Baron should go to Live Sandbox very easily.
Oh my god!
Oh, that's a disaster.
They're going to get it. Oh, you got to keep Clid out of the pit.
Yeah, his smites have been pretty good. You can say what you want about Clid. Definitely nothing wrong with his smites. All right, they're going to try and turn it here. Clozer is going to get taken down. The Baron does go to Live Sandbox.
Gives you a highway in as
Clozer. Bingen might be in trouble. He does go golden.
I know about that one.
Dominus left available. He's going to flash to get himself out of the way, but doesn't have a lot more options. The Gnar comes in. The wallop is fantastic. Willa gets into the back line. The Emperor's Divide is decent. His life looking to flash away, but that True Shot Barrage also doing a lot of work. As Hum were alive, they salvage what was left of that situation, but now Clid's by himself yet again. Arctically assaults away.
And the difference maker to me has been Clozer, right? Like, on the Silas, it's a big difference. Oh, Envy.
Yeah, they look for him, but Clozer also finds Kingen in that backline as well. Zeka still yet to make it into the fight as
there comes Willa!
Going to fall down. Kingen goes into the Dominus, and Viper has been taken already! Oh, Live Sandbox have done it. Humble Life Esports are just spread onto the ground. And Live Sandbox is just going to push forward. Zeka is going to look on in horror as they lose their first series of 2023.
Protect that minion. That's the president. Keep him safe.
Well, they're also just going to look to try and pick up this kill. There's Emperor's Divides going in every direction. But as you were talking about, protect that minion indeed. This siege minion so important to making this happen. A Conquering Sands will be enough to grab it, but the teleport will keep it alive. And these Nexus turrets are going to be taken down. That was the Chains of Corruption you wanted to hit. They'll complete the ace and Live Sandbox get the upset win. As far as consistency throughout the entire game, it goes to Clozer, but for the game-winning moment, I think that definitely deserves something.
Man, it is shocking in many ways what we're seeing here. When you expect a team to bounce back after a tough loss, generally, you know, it takes time. It takes a while. You need to really get your mindset back. You need to rebuild faith. But apparently, if you're a cool kid, none of that matters, Atlas.
That's not looking like panic at all.